Hello and welcome to Gameplanet. My name's Andrew Todd, and I'll be your host for this look at The Final Station. The Final Station is a post-apocalyptic, side-scrolling, action, survival horror resource management sim. It takes place in the middle of a nation's second zombie outbreak in 100 years, which may or may not be caused by the government running experiments that they shouldn't be running. You play as a train conductor dressed somewhat like Han Solo, although not as good as he is with a gun. The basic game loop is based around a train that you're the conductor of. You move through this semi-dystopian world, and as you come to each city, you have to find a code in that city to unlock, like literally unlock the train tracks for you to move through. While you're in each city, you run around and shoot zombies, and you find supplies and promptly use them all up, trying to find more supplies. And you also run into survivors who you can invite onto your train. Obviously, when you're on the train, you got to keep your survivors alive, and these guys are really super fragile. Unless you feed them a good meal, then they're just gonna straight up die on their face, dead in the train. As far as the action goes, it seems really simple on the surface, but there's actually a surprising amount of depth there. This game is really hard. Many a time in my time playing it, I found myself backed into a corner with like a tiny little sliver of health, no medkits, and like one bullet. And actually, there's usually a way to get out one way or another, either by exploiting the game systems or just through kind of running away. As for enemies, there's the ordinary zombies, there's armored zombies, these little weird short guys who come at you super quickly and just absolutely wreck you. And there's also, in classic Minecraft tradition, an exploding zombie, which will totally ruin your day. They're total dicks, and I hate them. I hate them to bits. There is a story running through this whole thing. And it's told in classic video game fashion through a range of emails and letters and notes that you find throughout the game world, as well as through dialogue with some of the survivors. Unfortunately, when you're on your train, there's all these things that can go wrong with the train, and if you actually want to go and fix your train, then you have to leave the cabin that everybody's talking in, and so you actually miss a good portion of the story. But I guess you'd be missing that in real life? Now, given that the game's kind of built up of pixel art landscapes, and you go from town to town, and there's all these towns, it feels like the sort of game that would be procedurally generated, but it's not. It is a linear, narrative-based game. Every environment is built and constructed, it's not generated. At first I sort of found the game to be a little repetitive, but you know, after a little bit of time with it, it's pretty good. Like, it's really absorbing, and the action set pieces that you come across are a lot like those in Dark Souls or Hotline Miami, in that you're just gonna play them a whole lot, and you end up feeling like a real badass. I think The Final Station is it's a really strong game for what it is. I think that a lot of people will probably be disappointed that it is not procedurally generated. Sure, procedural generation would add more quote-unquote value to it, but I don't really know that that's something that we need. So that's The Final Station. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you pick up The Final Station, I hope you enjoy it. You're probably gonna die about 1,000 times, but that's just how the game rolls. Anyway, that's all from me. Thanks for listening. This has been Gameplanet. I've been Andrew Todd. Have a nice day, and try not to get eaten by too many zombies, because after 5 or 6 dozen, the gnawing starts to get a little old. See you next time.